Card can't go down, do we see Wright or Murphy next week? Or if Card can't go? Well, yeah, if he can't go, then we'd have to see Wright or Murphy. I would assume Wright. I mean, Malik Murphy never even has his helmet on his head, so it's really hard for me to see him playing. It'd be Charles Wright. And like I said, UTSA, if everyone else plays well on our team other than the quarterback position, we can still win that game by 2+, 3+ touchdowns. So I don't really care about that game. It's moving forward into and I do care, obviously, I want us to win, but I think moving forward, it matters way more as who the starting quarterback is as we get into conference play.
Hudson was always the man, and now he's able to prove it. I'm not with you there.
No,
I'm not with you. His wheels, his other comment, Hudson's wheels are an X factor quarterback. That's all fine and well, but when it comes to the passing aspect, and you're holding on to the ball, and you're taking sacks, that doesn't bode well in Sark's offense.
No. And yeah, that's the thing. He just, like I said, not decisive enough, has happy feet, doesn't know when he sees it. He's not confident in it, and he just takes too long. And the thing is now with his ankle being hurt, his wheels are become a non-factor. Like you saw him on that, even when he got that 20-yard run, he could barely walk, guys. Like he was basically that was all willpower. And then he couldn't step into throws. Like Xavier Worthy burned that guy on that double move. And if that ball is delivered out over his left shoulder, it's either a gigantic gain. If it's delivered out in front of him, it's a touchdown. So, and he couldn't step into it.
Yeah, he didn't have his base underneath him to be able to drive off that bad. I'm assuming ankle.
Yeah, it's an ankle for sure.
Yeah,
I don't see those.
He could not drive off of that. Being a right-handed quarterback, he could not drive off of it.
No, he couldn't at all. Easy for life, 100%. Bama's DBs got cooked the whole game, and they got bailed out a couple of times.
I did a preview myself for it, and that's one of the things we talked about in there was the fluctuation. They didn't have two starters nailed down. It was a Kool-Aid McKinstry and they kept mix matching, and I don't even really ever. It may be because I wasn't paying attention to
Eli Ricks.
I didn't see Eli Ricks.
I didn't see him at all. Yeah, I didn't see him at all either. So that means he was either doing a hell of a job on his side of the field or he wasn't playing.
Yeah. So Kool-Aid McKinstry does not turn.
No,
he does not turn his head around, and he's a PI machine.
Yeah, that one on the end zone. There was another one in the end zone. Was that versus Worthy, where he literally didn't turn his head around at all and had his hands on him? It should have been pass interference. Like that's literally textbook on a video of what you show officials of what pass interference looks like. Doesn't get head around, doesn't locate the ball, and has your hands on the wide receiver. That's a pass interference every time. It's insane how many of those they missed, and it's one of those things where if you want to call it like that, then call it like that the whole game. They didn't do that though. They were just missing calls.
Yeah, very, very, very inconsistent officiating, missed calls. I mean, you can't the missed face mask. But, at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about it now. I was very, very, very pissed off when the game ended, and the things that had happened. But now that I'm able to settle down a little bit and gather my thoughts about it, we did everything possible to win this game, and it just wasn't in the cards to this time. And I agree, we could go undefeated the rest of the season, but these next few games will be the UT game to beat them the way we're supposed to beat them. When we get to who's the next, Texas Tech, and West Virginia, we have to beat those teams that we're supposed to beat how we're supposed to beat them.
100%. And that's been the issue. Like we said, guys, in the Tom Herman era, it was never the question of whether we'd get up for a big game. It was always the question whether we would play to that level every game. And that's why Alabama, Georgia, those teams like that, they don't play to their competition. They play to the standard that is set week in, week out, day in, day out, play in, play out. And that is what Texas has lacked for years under this program. So again, what D4 said, we have to come out in that same will and strength that we showed in this game. We have to do that versus UTSA and moving forward. We have the talent to win out the schedule, guys. The Big 12 is down. Our team is coming from this game, our team is more talented than we originally thought. If our offensive line is going to hold up that well versus Will Anderson and those guys, our offensive line, other than one or two teams in the Big 12, will be able to hold up just as well.